No, I love that shit.
What, threading needles?
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I love it. It's my favorite thing because I I love the satisfaction of getting it through the little eye.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
cool.
Cool, 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 cool.
Sewing chat well underway.
Roast, fully cooked.
How domestic are we?
You're listening to The Great and Secret Knowledge. I'm your host, Jeff, and with me tonight, two of the finest broadcasters in the business, AJ
Hello.
and Jessie.
Hello.
Welcome back, everyone.
Good to be back. I am so excited about this episode.
Okay, yes. Speak on that. What is your connection to either the Oz universe or Wicked or both?
I mean, I was obsessed with Wizard of Oz as a kid, uh, and when Wicked came out, uh, I was obsessed with the music from it. First of all, I didn't ever think I was going to see it, but then I ended up getting to be able to do that in 2008. My favorite expansion of a universe ever. Like it fits so well. It's so very good. I love every second of it. And I actually got to work uh, a few years ago with the Elphaba that I saw on stage in 2008. So, yeah, no, I'm full on, fully geeked out over Wicked. Love it. It is very much tied to how I got into theater.
I love that.
That's wonderful. I had a question, but then I was just picturing you as a 10-year-old or whatever. I was like, that cute kid. Look at him watching Wicked.
Very dopey, very dorky, full of love.
Like most theatre kids.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I can say that I am one.
So, do you have a favorite song from the musical?
Oh goodness. If I had to pick, it would probably be uh there's so many to pick from.
There really is.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
I was looking for the name of it. I just watched the movie both last night and this morning, so I was like, why aren't I thinking of it? I just watched this. It's because it's in the second half of the show, which is not what this movie is.
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. It's the Wizard's second song, and it is so beautifully done.
I'm really
Nice.
intrigued to see how it's going to come out because they've obviously made some artistic choices having Jeff Goldblum in the role of
Oh
the
yeah.
wizard, and he clearly can't dance. Uh,
That was one of my big hangups with the movie is that I hardly had any hangups with this movie at all. It was fabulous. It did it such a service. I do not think Jeff Goldblum should have been the wizard.
it's much like them casting Russell Crowe as Javert in Les Mis. It's just not a great. It's not as good a
Yeah.
fit. There were better fits out there.
Now, was he not a song and dance man, or does he have like a crippling hip condition or something?
I don't think he's a song and dance man. I don't think I've seen that fool
Hmm.
sing or dance outside of this experience. But I understand why they casted him because he has the sort of he has that kind of feel about him. Like he is able to bring that energy of this larger than life figure that is just a little bit flaky.
Yeah, I think the character suits
Yeah.
him. But he lacks the musical theater energy.
Yeah. And I was so looking forward to it too because like the beginning song he did pretty all right with.
Mm.
Don't you see Hugh Jackman in this role?
I do actually kind of see Hugh Jackman in this.
I don't. I think he's got too much nice guy energy.
That's true. You need a little spice,
And the
a
wizard,
little
yeah, the wizard
smarm.
isn't. Yeah, he's too effortlessly charming, I guess would be how I put it.
Yeah. You know what? You're saying that now, and I'm thinking like even in Deadpool and Wolverine, I thought he could have been a bit ruder.
Yeah, I never really clicked with his Wolverine. There just aren't that many song and dance men that I know of this age group, you know?
I'm trying to think of a type. I mean, if it, 20, 30 years earlier, like a Donald O'Connell type or a Gene Kelly could work.
Yeah. Oh, Gene
Mm,
Kelly would be so good.
I know, right? It just popped
mm.
into my head then, and I could just see it. Gene Kelly as the wizard. Be amazing.
I don't know if he is sing-song here at all, but for some reason in my mind, I just got Jason Bateman.
I just had a
Oh,
realization.
yeah.
John
He
Travolta.
could do a bit of sleaze.
John
John
Travolta, I'm not
Travolta. He
sure.
might be too old, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, well, he's younger than Gene Kelly.
It may be a
Hmm.
personal bias. I just don't like the man very much, but he could probably do a pretty good job with it.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about Scientologists generally.
No, neither am I, but I do love Grease.
Grease is
It
good.
is good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Well, that's the wizard. I mean, last time we talked about this film, AJ, we got to about 22 minutes,
Yeah,
right
which is like right
when,
after they get to school.
yeah, right when Elphaba like unleashes her magic in an embarrassing way.
Hmm.
That's we really did not get
Any
far.
thoughts? Any thoughts on the first part of the film that like you just don't want to skip?
This kind of goes overall, but like I feel like right from the beginning, I had heard a lot of people commenting about Ariana Grande being cast as Glinda and like how they were worried she was not going to do a great job with it. Fuck me, she delivers. I never doubted her for a second. She has that quality about her where like she can bring the gravitas to it, but she can also just be a full-on ditz.
I was not
Oh my
prepared how
god,
funny she
she
would
was
be.
amazing.
She's perfect.
Yeah. It's like I don't want to overhype it, but in the same way that Judy Garland was the only person for that role, like once it was all done, you could like say that. I think we can see that with her.
It was very nearly Amanda Seyfried.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean,
Amanda Seyfried, not technically the same level of singer, right?
she's quite
Her
good.
acting is good.
She was
Yeah, she's good.
in Les Mis.
Oh, was she the little one?
Yeah, she
Was
was
she the
Cosette
kid?
in Les Mis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's Cosette in Les Mis. She has a really good high voice. I am just wondering how well she would do at kind of maneuvering the whole like because Glinda's a very I feel like I'm not talking well enough to be on a podcast right now. Oh my God. But like, Glinda's a very tough role in that on surface level, she's very vapid, but there's an intelligence to her that you don't really see until like further into the show.
Mm.
And Ariana Grande is doing a really good job of pulling that off. I'm not sure how I feel about Amanda Seyfried doing it.
Have you seen? No, you haven't. neither of you have. Twin Peaks: The Return. She
Nope.
does a small role, and she's incredible. Like, she really gets the like quiet to loud, I guess, dynamics. Like she brings you in. You can't take your eyes off her when she's doing her scenes. So yeah, in an alternate universe, maybe there's an equally excellent film.
You know what it honestly is for me is that I brain fogged in view of this by Karen from Mean Girls, and I feel like Linda's more of a Regina.
I said that last week.
Oh, yeah.
I literally said Regina George vibes. It's in my notes. Oh, that's hilarious. Great minds, AJ. Great minds.
Got it.
Can you imagine nailing a role so well that, like, for time immemorial, her name continues to be brought up? Like,
I know, right?
I heard it mentioned earlier today. Like, she's everywhere.
Well, especially with Mean Girls getting the treatment it is right now with its Broadway thing. The name Regina George is going to be there forever.
Well, it's kind of our generation's Heathers, I think.
Yeah.
So it has that. I mean, it's become the like. Yeah, you'd swap it out instead of saying, "Oh, she's a mean girl." You'd say she's such a Regina George.
Well, yeah, I can't remember the names of the other characters.
Oh, don't worry, I got you. It's Gretchen, Karen. Those are the those are the three plastics. Then you got Katie. She's the girl who moved from Africa. Then you got Ian and Janice. They're the two art friends who help Katie go around. Also, a lot of people call her Caddy. Don't call her Caddy. It's Katie.
Oh yeah.
Is that Lindsay Lohan?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Okay. Caddy.
But back to Wick.
I think they tie in. You can't help it, you know. On Wednesdays we wear pink.
Oh yeah, and there's plenty of pink in this movie as well.
Now, y'all have seen the musical. Is the high schoolness of it as present, or is it more like a college-y vibe?
I got college-y vibe from it.
Yeah, it's college. It's fully college.
This really felt like a fancy boarding school, even though I think it is supposed to be college.
Which is university.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, she's you, yes.
Yeah. We talked about this last week, but it's the dumbest name ever. I hated it even when I was at this first time I saw the stage show.
I mean, it's the Wizard of Oz.
There's going to be some dumb names in there somewhere.
Half the words in the full show are made fully, like, it's words bent into impossible ways to create something disgustingly joyful.
Something splendiferous, you might say.
And it hurts every time it happens. I think mostly because I take a run at one and it just doesn't sound anything like what it should be.
There's one that Michelle Yeoh says near the end, like malefitorious or something like that, which is talking about how the witch being green is a sign of a manifestorium.
Yeah, manifestorium.
For wickedness.
I was a big fan of Pronouncify.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, let's get into it. Let's see here. So that lady's trying to push the wheelchair. I don't remember her name.
I also don't remember her name, but you know what? She's not important.
Yeah, I don't even think she's in the book. I think she's kind of like they cut Mrs. M in half and gave some of her business to that lady.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't remember her. I don't remember there being two in the stage show. I remember that it was just Madame Marble.
Miss Coddle. So yeah, Nessa Rose is like, let me go. And Elphaba does some magic.
And everything flies.
She's not good at precision, clearly.
Nope.
She's tossing the X-Wing, the trees, the swamp, all of it.
Ruining the stone portrait.
Oh yes, and then the cover of the stone portrait comes down, and we see that the university used to be taught by all animals, or like was for animals. I don't know.
No, it was showing that the union between people and animals were more. It was stronger at that point.
Yeah.
They were equals.
Very Narnia.
See, I was watching it this morning, and my dad walked in, and he was like, "Is this Chronicles of Narnia?"
Hell yeah. So Ness is mad at Elphaba's show of magic. She doesn't want to stand out. And then Madame Morrible walks out into the square and takes all the credit. Just fucking slimy.
Yeah, I thought she was trying to protect her.
Yeah, like she's slimy in general, but that was fully like I need to get Elphaba to trust me, and she doesn't want any of this heat right now, so let me, the only other magic user in this school, handle this.
Oh, you think it was a play for sympathy?
I think it was a play for trust.
I agree.
Huh. It's risky. What if Elphaba wants to be known as a powerful witch?
But I don't think she does at that point. Because she has a whole "I Want" song like 3 minutes later about how she's viewed this entire power as a curse that she wishes she never fucking had.
Hell yeah. So, Madame Morrible sticks Galinda in a room with Elphaba, and Galinda is not a fan. I think Madame Morrible seems to like how Elphaba doesn't kowtow to her. I'm wondering if like she sees that like authority or that like confidence is part of like what you need to be a good wizard or witch.
I think it's the opposite. I think she sees that um she wasn't even going to be at the school at this point. She was just there to drop off Nessa Rose.
Yeah.
I mean, is it as base as she wants to use Elphaba? And so she's just putting on the charm.
It is very much that base.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it goes more deep into it, but that part is more towards the end of the first film.
Yeah. Madame Morrible says, I would like to teach you privately and take no other students. And oh yeah, they walk off and Galinda is just heartbroken. And she says to these nerdy friends of hers, something is very wrong. I need to lie down. I think I asked Jessie this last time, but did she know these two rubes back home? Or are they just like born sycophants that saw she was somebody?
Here's where I get confused is because, first of all, short answer, no, I don't think she knew them beforehand. I think Galinda just has this power of I can make people fall in love with me. And she saw two people who looked enough like hench people she could have around her.
That was my take as well.
Here's the other thing is that I can't tell in this movie who is a person and who is a munchkin.
I think they made a very conscious choice. They made a few.
Yeah. They seem to have abandoned the idea that, I mean, even McGuire had like specifically put in some munchkins are taller than others. But yeah, they've kind of fudged that, I think.
Yeah.
My theory is that comes over from the stage show.
Yes, I agree with that also. Because, like, even by the time the stage show was up, they realized from the mistakes of Wizard of Oz that no, you can't just put a casting call out for all little people.
Well, back in The
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz, there was a well-known famous group called the Singers Midgets, who they cast as the Munchkins.
Yeah,
I'm only using that word because that is literally
that
what
was the
they
title.
performed as. So, just acknowledgement of scandal.
Yes, scandal noted. Let's see. Alphaba explains that she can't control her power. And Madame Morrible doesn't seem to care if she's good or bad, only that she's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to get Alphaba a gig with the wizard, and Alphaba is pleased. She wanders around this Venice-ass lair with water and shit. It's got
This
bugs and
school
flower
is
petals.
fucking massive.
The set is unreal. They've really gone above and beyond with the practical.
Why is there a school cave with a man's face in it?
It's almost like when they were building this set, they were like, this will be on a Disney or Universal Studios lot one day. Like, let's make it really big so we can cover a lot of real estate.
They were like, we're going to make a theme park out of Wicked specifically, and this is going to be in one of the ride queues.
Yeah.
They did it with Harry Potter in the UK, so
Yep.
So Elphaba is very stoked. She thinks this will solve all her problems. And she comes to a weird gazebo with colorful mirrors.
I do love this part. Like, it's a nice little, like, because you get that scene where she's looking in the green mirror and she doesn't look green. She just looks like everything around her is being cast in that green light.
Yeah.
And then they cut the camera back and they have her makeup off.
Yeah. If I degreenify you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I noticed in this scene that her glasses are kind of like the infinity symbol.
A little bit, yeah. I love the shape of the glass. Like everyone who had a pair of glasses in this movie, the frames were absolutely buck wild.
Yeah. So yeah, here she comes into the grotto with the wizard's face.
Mm-hmm.
So strange.
And then that leads out to a fucking wheat field,
Yeah.
or at least just a very tall meadow with yellow grass.
Yeah, it's pretty wheat fieldy meadow.
she's going to spin around and have a little scene.
Yeah, the landscapes in this film are amazing.
It's also the first time that she uses magic in an unexpected way that isn't like an embarrassing thing. Like she throws the rocks at the kids out of anger or something. She throws everything and her sister into the air out of stress. This is the first time we see her just having fucking unabashed joy, and like she leaps higher than someone should supposed to be.
Maybe this is the confidence
Wow.
of Madame Morrible offering to teach her.
Could it be that magic is strengthened by strong emotion?
Yes, I
Definitely.
think that's what it is.
Yeah, and she
trope.
came out here to be alone so she can kind of like let off a little steam. Now we're back in the beautiful residence hall with these red walls and these like circular arches. Gorgeous. Double globe sconces.
There's no college this cool. There's no college this
absolutely
cool.
not. Oh, I noticed during the thing in the wheat, she makes a joke about melting.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of little puns about to that effect. Like, she says, I'm so happy I could melt.
Yeah.
And that is a definite conscious choice.
Much is made in the book about her avoiding water, but they never talk about her body odor. I found that interesting.
I'm really conscious of not spoiling part 2.
Turns out this whole time she's owned a deodorant factory.
Yeah.
She's just been piling that stuff on. Dry shampoo.
Elphaba really loves Old Spice.
Oh God. That's the Deadly Desert, right?
That is the Deadly Desert.
Oh man. It was kind of like the Cliffs of Dover meets the Sahara.
Mm-hmm.
I think they call it the Unpassable Desert in this.
The Impossible.
Or something like you see it on a map at some point.
All right, so Elphaba goes to her suite. She sees that Galinda took way more than half of the real estate in there, and Elphaba is not having it.
Now this Glinda, she wanted it. She was promised a private suite.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And thus leads into the song I was trying to pick between favorite for at the beginning of the show. Because this is a song I always sing karaoke with my friend with.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. I have a friend where one of the songs is our song. My best friend since I was 16, aka my gay husband Sam. Our song is For Good.
Aww.
Because we had a falling out for a bit when we were young and then came back together, and I love it.
That's great. So they talk about their feelings. There's this really lovely moment where, like, first it's a panorama of the room with them on opposite sides, and then it cuts between them, and then it becomes a split screen. And now you know this movie is going to be fun, right? They're going to do what it needs to do to have a maximum amount of fun. And I love it. I guess on the theater you could do this effect with just a couple of spotlights. But here we get this nice black line between them.
You could, but I also really appreciate, like, I think it gets funnier the closer they are together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the set on the show, well, certainly when I was in London, has just got like 2 beds with spotlights, like you said, and it just kind of is like a mini, like shrinks the stage down a little bit to have them writing their letters.
Now, was it this horny?
It's
Because I don't know about y'all, but I was feeling a little something.
the Sapphic community, I will say, is on board with you there, Jeff.
Yes.
We do love to ship the witches, and I will absolutely accept that this is it's a love story, and I hear it, and maybe it's a little bit more than platonic, I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I am fully in the camp that Fiyero was only introduced because they needed a way to explain something else.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Do you mean in the book or the play or
In the
this?
show.
In
But
the
that,
show.
again, spoiler for part 2.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love when Galinda flips her hair back around.
Toss,
Toss
toss.
Toss is
So
the best.
cute.
It's in my note. Literally, I have a line in my notes that is just toss, toss.
I have one that's just ball gown.
This is why Ariana is so phenomenal. Her choices in her inflections are.
Mm-hmm.
She is so funny. Like, I was one of those people who was super apprehensive about her casting. And blown away. I did not know how funny she was. And she loves it, and she lives it. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Loathing, unadulterated loathing. Yeah.
Well, it's a fine line between loathing and loving.
Aww.
Oh my God. I don't know if I can say this on the air. I probably have many times. The second date with my ex-wife, I felt this moment of like anger at her cruelty, which you would not expect on a second date, for that to then like end up marrying that person. Very weird. That's my main experience with that. Other than
Yeah.
like loving my parents and my brother, very different.
I feel like love is a very fine line between having complete joy towards a person and also having complete disdain.
100%.
Yeah, I guess half of having a healthy relationship is finding ways to let off steam or to like send that disdain elsewhere, because you can't send it at your partner or it
Yeah.
won't last.
No.
You just do stand-up routines like "Take my wife, please." That'll solve it, right?
Yeah.
It's more like going, is this something that I am going to be upset about enough that I do not want to continue being around this person? And if it's love, then the answer is usually no, it's not.
Yeah, exactly. I had a therapist once that said that a relationship lasts as long as you can tolerate their annoying qualities.
Eh,
It's weird, like now having listened to the second half of the musical and only having half of it, so much of my thoughts are like, well, but then this becomes a thing, right?
yeah.
Like for most of this movie, they're friends, you know?
Uh-huh.
So all this is theoretical.
It reminds me also of that stereotype where you get like two like super competitive people who all um obviously had each other in the beginning because they're so alike. And then they find out that the things they actually don't like about each other are often the things they find challenging in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've ever gone through that. I mean, unless you count my ex-wife. I don't know if that's logical. I feel like it's a thing you see in movies and TV and stuff. The enemies to lovers trope.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, she was pretty rude to me, like at parties and stuff. So I don't know. I guess that counts. Oh, man. I think I'm the witch and she was the Glinda. I feel like I'm being left out to dry. I'm like hanging on the edge of a branch here. And y'all are just like silently like, I can't relate. I guess I'll just sit here
Desperately trying to
quietly.
find a branch back to Wiccan.
Put down a net at least, Jesus.
That is the silence. That
I'm
is the
dying out
silence
here.
I'm having.
Oh shit. What's next? So I thought it was a little absurd that Glinda was able to transform Elphaba's room while she was asleep. Cause we know she can't do magic. So how'd she do that?
Slaves.
Deep sleeper.
She's got her minions. Brought her minions in.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, she brought those two friends in. They were like, let's go.
Now in the book she had a nanny with her. Like all the
There was a nanny.
all the posh ladies had nannies.
Did they call it a nanny, or was it like a lady in waiting?
No, it was legit a nanny. It was just some old lady that's supposed to make sure you don't screw around with dudes or whatever. Or hang out with the poors. I think that was the concern with Elphaba.
I like
But she's not a poor. She's got a different issue.
Yeah, it's like what do they call it? Chaperone.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Whereas here they just, they have invisible servants. Oh God. Let's see. So I have a theory. Elphaba has to take serious sleeping pills to get to bed. And that's how Glinda was able to like mess with her stuff. Or Galinda drugged her, which is I think more likely.
I don't know.
Don't think Galinda drugged her.
No, I like the first theory. If you know the amount of trauma that Elphaba experienced by her dad pretty much
Yeah.
hating her
Oh yeah.
and being tortured by the children. Like, you know, that would come with some serious PTSD that often requires sleeping tablets.
Yeah. So there's a deleted scene where she just puffs on a hookah every
Oh
night
yeah.
before bed.
The camera's cut right before she takes like a fistful of Ambien.
So the other students are sucking up to Galinda en masse. We get to the library, and they just straight up say Elphaba is disgustified.
People are not
Oh
happy
yeah,
she's
that scene in
green.
the cafeteria.
I mean, she's just green.
She's just great. But here's the thing, we've already addressed in a previous song that most of the people at the school are very small-minded
Yes.
and they don't have the uh, capacity to understand that they're very surface level people, and seeing one thing very out of the norm is shocking to all of them.
Bonkers. Wow. So one of the lines in that song is, "We share your loathing." I'm like, Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Yet again, just another example of Glinda's natural ability to mystify everyone around her.
Mm.
There's some horrible things to her. Like it's that is very, you know, mob rule school, that we're picking on this person and we're all jumping in behind because you don't want to be the next one picked on.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the thing is, I was never privy to these conversations, these sing-alongs about how much people loathe me. They might have happened. I don't know. I missed out. The bullying I saw was very like, except for some stuff, most of it was like shunning and like quiet scoffing, you know.
Honestly, truly, I would love to have the experience Elphaba had, in that I can just be a person in the audience of a room that is fully roasting the shit out of me.
Mm. I don't know how she lasted so long.
Yeah, I mean, I accidentally paused here at a point where Linda says, "It seems the artichoke is steamed."
Oh, yes.
She
Oh, in the
called it, in
classroom.
my notes, all caps, she called her an artichoke.
It seems the artichoke is steamed.
The worst way to cook an artichoke.
But I think this is part of
I would shit.
this is what
I mean,
it's bad.
They're fighting over a desk. For some reason, I wrote here annoying choreo. I don't know. I think that's just my what do you
No,
call it?
I
My
actually
inner
have a lot
hater.
of notes about annoying choreo.
Oh, really? Okay. Thank God. I thought I was just being a musical snob.
I think a lot of the choreo is really nice, really cute. I love it for the show. I feel like a lot of the ensemble scenes get a bit too like sharp and hip hoppy, which like has its space for sure, but like I feel like it's the default setting.
Yeah. It's just such a posh, fancy pants school. It feels a little, I don't know, a little too jazzy. But, you know, we find jazz all over. Galinda gives Dr. Dillamond shit about her name?
Her name. That's why he can't pronounce Galinda. He always says Galinda.
Right.
Because if he were to do the full Go Linda, he would bleep.
God, it just keeps sending me back to middle school, man. Yeah. I was like, there should be a trusted adult at all times saying, that's not okay, that's bad, don't do that, you know. There was like one moment in middle school when Dr. Crockrell like busted on somebody. And then she even like, I got hit by shrapnel and had to sit outside. Like I didn't even hear what they were saying, and I think I pretended to laugh along just to like not feel like a weirdo.
Yeah.
And it turns out they were being dicks.
No, welcome to this show, this movie, this everything. It
Mm-hmm.
has a lot to say about racism and other rhythms.
Oh, yeah. Of course, I didn't know at the time that I was autistic. That might have had something to do with it.
Well, there's the line in The Wizard and I where she says, "This weird quirk I've tried to suppress or hide," and in my notes I've just written that line and then autism.
Let's see. Elphaba defends Dr. Dillamond. We get to see his cool tech. Like he has a overhead projector or something.
I know. I love all the ways that the animals operate around everyday activities. There's a drummer later in the movie that is a sugar glider, and I want to rewatch just to see how that thing hits the bass drum.
Oh my god.
So cute.
An antelope explicating a sonnet. Dr. Dillamond is cool. It's a great.
Animals do great shit in this movie. Animals do such good shit in this movie.
Yeah.
Really do.
So he asks what changed, and somebody says the Great Drought. Oh, that's Elphaba. Food grew scarce. Humans looked for someone to blame. And then Galinda says the kind of ignorant shit that, like, we know is said out there. But I don't know if I've ever seen it, like, written in just such a painful way. I don't see why you can't just teach us history instead of harping on in the past. Embarrassing.
That's the key to her character, though, isn't it? Is that she is coming from a very ignorant place before she starts garnering this actual friendship with Elphaba, who we've been giving Ariana Grande a lot of place. Cynthia Erivo does an excellent fucking job in this role.
Oh,
She does so fucking good.
she's
Brilliant.
phenomenal. Like, the little subtle eye and face movements, she's absolutely, like, perfect casting. I was not familiar with her prior. So it's really blew my mind how good she is.
Mm-hmm. She just does such a good job of playing this character who is still hopeful, but at the same time is so fucking tired of having to tell everyone over and over again that yes, things are different in other parts of the world.
Oh my god. It's really painful in the book, like, because there's so much more time to spend on those moments. Like, just the people are so ignorant and shitty. So he turns the board and there's this fucked up graffiti. Dr. Dillamond is shocked. No one cops to writing it. It says animals should be seen and not heard. Have you ever come across some like fucked up graffiti that you feel like should be covered up as soon as possible?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
I came across some swastikas on the walking path by my parents' house once, and I was like on the phone to the city. Like, ugh, I just don't want someone to see it.
She has a graffiti kiddo. I would turn them into windows.
That's nice.
I recently saw something saying you should turn it into the comic panel Loss.
The what?
You know that one like weird web comic? I can't remember the fucking name of it. But it's literally just like this guy bursting into a hospital to see his wife who is currently like comatose on a hospital bed. And the comic is called Loss. And you can very easily recreate it minimalistically by taking a box with four corners, doing one line, two lines, one vertical line, in one window, two vertical lines in the other, a vertical and a horizontal line in the third, and then in the fourth, the same L.
Ah, interesting.
It's a very popular internet meme.
Yeah, I'm checking it out now. Interesting. Yeah. Well, that's hiding swastika talk. Yeah, it sucks. This kind of shit sucks. And the class does not seem to understand how dangerous this is.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking.
They live in some sort of bubble world, and I keep thinking to the line in again The Wizard and I, like Munchkin's so small-minded. Like it's a very implied thing that I think they're all coming from. This feels like a super rich, privileged school,
Mm-hmm.
and Elphaba's on the scholarship, even though her dad is the governor of Munchkinland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the aesthetic is tripping me. This is basically Harvard
Mm.
and like UCLA together, or like USC. Like it's the biggest college in the country. Drawing,
but also I
from
feel like
these
the
rich
analogy
people.
of the whole thing is just that, like, having it so frustrating to see that it is in front of everyone for everyone to see, and they simply cannot get it.
So he calls the class. People are leaving, and Nessa Rose just heads on out after someone called her sister a fucking artichoke.
It seems the artichoke is steamed.
The worst way to cook an artichoke.
Nessa Rose is
Uh,
pissed that Elphaba's there, though. It was supposed to be her.
She would be
big
dead to me. I'm
independent
sorry.
thing.
If you can't defend your sister in the same fucking class, like, yeah, no.
Well, yeah, but Nessa Rose is not exactly supposed to be a sympathetic character.
No.
No, not at all. Ugh. So Elphaba stays and helps Dr. Dillamond clean up.
We get a Poppy reference.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
the
he
poppies.
likes poppies. She admits that she has no friends, and he says, well, maybe one. The music softly swells. She touches his hoof. Lovely.
When I figured out that goat was Peter Dinklage, I flipped my shit.
Oh, God. It boggles my mind. Oh, man. Now I'm just thinking about the fact that he's had to, like, live with discrimination his entire life. And here he is playing someone who's, like, you know, could get sent to a camp or whatever they do to animals here.
They do address that in a further up scene.
Yeah. Before they leave the classroom, just a gorgeous shot of the whole place with all the benches and the, I don't know, whatever bric-a-bracs in the walls. And you can see through the projector that terrible graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Madame Morrible is teaching Elphaba magic. She's trying to levitate a coin.
Now, I promise you, every little girl who read Matilda tried this.
Yep. I tried this.
Yeah.
I never saw Matilda, but I did want to be a telekinetic superhero when I was a certain age, mostly so I could win at basketball
For me, it was
and
Charmed.
impress girls. Charmed. Oh.
Interesting. Yeah, for me, definitely Matilda, reading the book when I was quite young, like long before the movie came out. And I would absolutely sit there with a pencil, because Matilda, it was a pencil,
Mm-hmm.
and try and give it the old Jedi mind trick.
I think it was multiple things. When I was like kid, definitely Matilda. When I was like 9 or 10, that's when we started watching Charmed, and I was like, well, maybe it didn't work last time, but it could work this time.
Actually, Willow does it in Buffy too.
Yep.
Oh no, you know what was for me as well? The Craft, where
Yes.
she's got the pencil standing up straight and turning.
I don't think it was my first exposure. I think my first exposure would have been either Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi.
Oh
with,
yeah.
like
Force.
Yeah.
force yanking, force throwing, that kind of thing. But I was thinking of Firestarter, the little girl in that has TK powers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Stephen King.
But like this scene also feeds into what we were talking about earlier, and that I think Madame Morrible has honed in on the fact that Elphaba's powers are incredibly tied to her emotions, and so she's talking her through this scene of like, she has her try to float the coin on her own. It doesn't work. She tries twice, doesn't work. Then she starts talking like, okay, well, how was your day? I heard something really upsetting happened. What happened? And like the entire time you can kind of tell that she's leading her into this, like, no, really talk about it. Be upset. Feel all your feelings. Let it out.
Super common trope though. Like even the book I'm reading at the moment, King of Ashes by Raymond D. Feist, it's you can find your power by letting your emotions out. It's some subtle messaging that it's okay to have feelings, and it's when you can truly.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, at its most virtuous. The problem here is that Madame Morrible is a nasty customer,
Uh-huh.
and she is working Elphaba, and almost I got a creepy vibe, like a naughty professor, the way she was like touching her. I don't know. It felt a little
Well, yeah, no, not necessarily in the
icky.
sense that I think you're thinking, but like overall, essentially what Madame Morrible is trying to do is absolute. She's trying to groom her. She's
Mm-hmm.
trying to build a sense
Right.
of like trust, not only as like colleague to colleague, but as like someone that Elphaba can turn to if she needs help. Someone that if she feels like she's in trouble, she can go to this person. She can depend on her, and if she doesn't have her, then she doesn't have anyone.
Yeah. It felt gross to me. But she says this nice thing. No one should be scorned or laughed at or looked, or is this something Elphaba
Elphaba
says?
says
That's something
No
Elphaba
one's,
says. That's what eventually gets her to throw the coin.
yeah, or laughed at or looked down upon or told to stop jabbering and keep quiet.
Stop jabbering and keep quiet.
Which also just fucking very powerfully connecting the things happening with animals in this world to the things that she's been experiencing her entire life because she's grown up in that family.
Yeah, family where you're not allowed to talk about this shit,
Yeah.
not allowed to complain. So Morrible says, once you learn to harness your emotions, the sky is the limit. And there's another bit of like fun foreshadowing because we know how the last bit of this film goes.
Mm-hmm.
Elphaba follows Dr. Dilliman to his house that night and catches wind of a little resistance meeting. The animals are being blamed for everything that's going wrong. It gave me some serious, like, Jews in Germany kind of vibe. Like,
or a more modern.
well, yes. I don't know exactly what those conversations are like, but I have read The Diary of Anne Frank, and like occasionally she'd reference a bit of them. Terrifying to have to go through this. So the animals are also in addition to being persecuted, are losing their powers of speech.
And this,
Elphaba gets caught. Oh, go
I
ahead.
was going to say, this is definitely like Narnia. This gets absolutely covered within Narnia with the whole under certain regimes, animals who can talk are not allowed to talk, and it's considered like it's illegal and they'd be taken out in some way if it was public knowledge. I think it's in Prince Caspian under, I want to say, Miraz.
So Dr. Dillamond invites her in, and oh shit, he's losing his speech.
Yep.
And he sends her home with a lamp.
Which I don't know how much of this travel to Dr. Dillamond's house was cut, but I didn't know that. I didn't realize she had to get back to the school through a forest.
No.
I don't know. Maybe it's a shortcut, or maybe she's going the long way to think.
Maybe. It also doesn't really specify whether or not these teachers live on campus or not.
Hmm.
And this is where we see the map too, where it does call it the Impassable Desert.
Ah, yes.
That's in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. Okay, so we got the Quadlings to the south. We got some missing posters. Tunnel Beyond Oz. Oh, he says you can't tell anyone what you've heard and seen here tonight. So that sets up a bit of tension. So in the forest, she's spooked. Some dickhead hits her with his horse. And he goes, oh shit, you must have blended in with the foliage.
I'm sorry, that one's good.
Yeah, I don't think that one's actually meant to be mean. I think Fiyero's just that dumb.
Yeah, Fiyero's kind of stupid.
Fiyero is the kind of benign ignorance, the like, what's privilege kind of guy.
Yeah.
But dollars to donuts, black folks check in. Have they said this to you? Because this feels like something that might have been said.
I mean, yeah, this gets said anytime, like, you ever have a photo that's a little too dark?
Yeah, like the
I'm
exposure's
not sure
not
what
right.
you mean. Like your face is too dark?
Like the area around is too dark and you can see all the white people, but you can't see.
Right. Yes. Yes.
This is a joke that gets lobbied a lot. It's not a good joke. It kind of sucks.
I know Kodak got into a whole bunch of trouble for their film was processed in such a way that like made black people's skin look terrible. Supposedly they improved it. But yeah, that's got to suck.
But yeah, no, I think this was a very funny way of bringing attention to the fact that that joke unfortunately gets made a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, so even though he's a dick and she's busting his ass, she goes into her spiel. No, I did not eat grass as a child. And I get a sense that there's some heat here. There's some friction.
Now, I don't know if it's just Anthony Bridgerton, but Jonathan Bailey just oozes sex appeal.
Yeah, Jonathan Bailey just does that.
Yeah. To me, it was like a more convincing Captain Jack. It was like,
as in
if I
Harkness?
deign to fuck you, you will of course enjoy it kind of vibe, you know?
You mean Captain Jack Harkness, not
Yeah.
the other one.
What did I
yeah?
say?
You said Captain Jack, and I feel like for non-Doctor Who fans, it needs to be specified that you are not making a Pirates of the Caribbean reference.
No, Captain Jack actually showers. Captain Jack Harkness.
Oh, yeah.
That's the other captain you were thinking of, right? The Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just in terms of like like he just assumes everyone will want to get some of this. And so he doesn't have to worry about like hiding his flirtiness.
He is a prince too.
His whole character is, I'm not going to give a shit about anything because I'm hot, one, and two, why would I take anything seriously?
Yeah. Was he supposed to be this posh in the play? I don't remember him being
Yes.
like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. In the book, he was kind of like from a shitty part of the country that nobody liked. So like he didn't seem to have as much riz.
Well, I don't know how well received the part of the country he says he's from in the movie is. I don't know how well received that part of the world is in Oz, but I mean, he's still a prince.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe there's bias against Winkies as well. Could be why they wind up working for the witch.
In the book, it's made expressly clear that it's called the Venkus. It's kind of like Ukraine, like it's people forever said the Ukraine when it's just Ukraine. Here they call it Winky country instead of what it's really called. I don't know if that comes across in the movie, but
I wasn't aware of that. I'm the one here who hasn't read the book. I just got my copy this week, though, so when I finish my current book, I'm starting it.
I also haven't read the book. I'm not much of a book reader.
that's okay. That's what movies are for.
Exactly.
So the next day, Galinda is super pumped to meet Fiyero, Tingalar, Prince of Winky Country. The students are absolutely sprung on him. Fanny, who I think is gay-coded, can we agree?
Which one is Fanny?
Black hair, gold glasses.
Right, yes.
He is sprung on Fiyero.
I mean, how can you not?
He's like, lips are quivering. Enroll here often? And he just goes, anything you want.
Enroll here often?
Could I ask you,
Anything. Anything you want.
just to move out the way?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's anything.
Yep, that is anything.
That actually supports like the answer to your earlier question, Jeff, about the whether or not these hench people were friends with Glinda beforehand or not. I think this clearly shows they're just sycophantic for any kind of like beauty power.
They're beauty bootlickers.
Mm-hmm. They're Beaut-Lickers.
Oh my god. Glinda hiding
Yes.
behind that book and then like peeking out from behind it. She's so funny.
Oh, I
like
think
her little ballerina like walk holding the book.
She does toss.
I think that Ariana took a lot of inspiration from Ally Mosey, who played Glinda on Broadway, because Ally Mosey is one of the funniest Galindas I have ever seen in my entire life. And she even does like a few things exactly like some clips that I've seen from her run on Broadway.
Now, have you heard the story of Ariana as a young kid meeting Kristen Chenoweth because she was obsessed with this role and somehow got backstage?
I have not, but holy shit, I have something to watch later.
All right, where were we? You were talking about a video? If I remember.
Which video?
Ally Mosey.
Oh, Ally Mosey. Yes. I was saying that I feel like Ariana Grande took a lot of inspiration from Ally Mosey because she does a lot of the comedic moments in that movie pretty closely to how Ally did it on stage.
Interesting.
Do you think maybe she had access to like practice tapes?
I mean, I think she had access to bootlegs.
Bootlegs, yeah. Interesting. Or maybe even saw her. She's rich.
Yeah.
She could have seen her.
I'm trying to think if she would have had Nickelodeon money by the time that it went up on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, it would have had to have been around the time that Ali Mosey was running as Galinda.
Well, I've found the picture of baby Ariana Grande with Kristen Chenoweth.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
So I will send that in the chat. But I think she looks younger than a Nickelodeon Money at that point.
Yeah.
But doesn't she have like some sort of family? I don't know. I could be making that up.
Does she?
No,
I mean,
maybe
she
not.
certainly pretends to be posh really well. Whether she was growing up or not, I don't know.
Yeah, she's certainly like I know I've definitely seen interviews where she was, this was kind of a massively dream role for her.
Oh, that's baby Ariana.
Baby Ariana,
Oh
right?
my
Like way
God.
before the whatever she did on Nickelodeon.
So cute.
God's bless.
I mean, even
Oh my God,
Kristen
that's
looks quite young
adorable.
in that. That'd be. So Wicked came out on Broadway in 2003. I know that it was a question I got in a quiz once. And so I don't know how old Ariana is, how old she would have been.
We're gonna have to Wikipedia her.
Gotcha. She's a year older than me. She was born in 93.
93, so she would have been 14 or 15.
Yeah.
Wild.
So she would have been 10 when it came out.
No.
10.
Yeah. Yeah, she was seeing Kristen Chenoweth. She's 10, 11.
Wow. That's crazy.
Well, I also don't know how long...
Guys, I'm good at math. I don't know what happened there. I just want to fall on my sword. I feel like I've brought shame to the family.
You have not
I only
brought
missed
shame
one
to the
problem on
family.
the SAT. This is important to me that the listeners understand.
We'll take a moment and acknowledge Jeff is good at math.
Yep. A moment of silence for the bad math. Excuse me, that's not fucking silent. I'm kidding.
Oh, shit. But yeah, and you also said there was a video, or were you just talking about this picture?
Oh, I think
Jessie?
we were getting to an interview that Ariana and Cynthia had done.
I told you, the one I sent you, Jeff, I think I talked about it on the pod last week. I was just telling AJ about it. I'm going to have to share that wonderful interview with the fabulous Emriciano.
I enjoyed the first thing I ever saw about Wicked was the two of them at this very odd press event where the woman said something about people are holding space for you.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yep.
And they were like, that's amazing. And it looked like both of them wanted to be like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but they weren't going to say that. So they just went for it.
Oh, goodness. That was my favorite meme of November to February.
Oh, holding space, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Where were we? Galinda pretends to read and glides over, and they begin to flirt up a storm.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to the library for this fucking choreo that I just don't like.
No, this one I loved.
I'm with AJ. I'm with you. I love this so much. I thought it was so brilliant and smart to build in that rotating set.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all flipping, and you can't tell what direction's up. And gorgeous! Like when Jeff was watching it, he texted me saying how much he hated it, and I was horrified.
There were moments in that scene that weren't supposed to happen legally, and they did it anyway. Not to... The legal team was probably screaming, no, 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 but the actors were screaming, yes, 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 let's do this.
There's a brief moment before the spinny wheels where Fiyero looks over and sees Elphaba, and she gives him the like meanest look and goes back to her book.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of this moment when I first saw my ex-wife. I went to my friend's apartment and she was there. I think like had a room. They were rooming as like roommates. And she gave me the dirtiest look. I mean, it was the same look. And the look on my face was presumably the same as Fiyero's.
Yeah.
Like, why would anyone give me that look? I'm not a bad person.
Well, I think the reason she does do it is because because he's with Glinda.
Yeah. For one, and for two, I think that they had a different meeting experience from each other. Like, Elphaba was incredibly put off and uninterested in meeting him. Fiyero's just like, oh, hey, you again. You go here? Oh, hi.
Yeah. Makes me wonder if I microaggressioned my ex-wife or something. I mean, just that look. Whew. Dangerous.
Very dangerous. Look, Cynthia's very good at giving a range of emotions.
Oh, God.
With very small movements, too. Like, looks like it's effortless.
Let's see. He says this is, or maybe Galinda says this. This is the book place.
Yep.
We hear about the Ozdust Ballroom. It's illegal and scandalocious. This 30-year-old man named Bach falls down. I believe this guy originated on Broadway, right?
This guy was actually in SpongeBob the musical.
SpongeBob.
This
the
guy
musical.
is SpongeBob.
Okay. He's the non-Tom Kenny SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
So he steps up on some books so he can feel bigger. And we learn that Fiyero wants to corrupt the other students. And boy, howdy, he is seriously mistreating these books.
Mm-hmm.
If you've listened to this show since Jessie joined, in the Never-Ending Story, we had a great discussion about how scandalous it is to mistreat a book.
Mm-hmm.
Fiyero goes above and beyond.
Yes. Before we move too far away from Buck, I just want to, I don't know what was covered last week, but I do want to bring up real quickly that this entire movie, anytime you see Buck, he has been so obsessed with Galinda. Like, Buck wants Galinda real bad.
Massive incel vibe.
Oh, God. Yeah. I mean...
So this bravissimo stuff in front of Fiyero is all being like, oh, well, you're trying to move in on what I'm hoping will be my girlfriend, so no the fuck you don't.
Yeah, okay. I thought he was kind of impressed by Fiyero as well. But yeah, I guess there is some like pissing contest vibes to it. Yeah, incel's tricky for me, Jessie, because I feel like when you have a crush on someone who's unavailable, some of this is like impossible to prevent. Like, at least the feelings, not necessarily like how you deal with them. Like, I don't know if I ever stood on some books to like seem manly, but
I mean,
yeah, but also you go ahead.
I was just saying, like, I think the line obviously is the behaviors that come off it, and the entitlement. That's the difference between, I guess, having a crush and an incel. Like, if you can have a crush and go, well, maybe they're just not that into me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
that's a totally different thing to like, well, she's clearly into this guy, so I'm going to try and make myself seem bigger than him.
The other thing that I was going to say, too, is that Galinda is 110% available, so that doesn't factor into it at all. It's just that she's not exactly being, like, straightforward. She's not exactly saying, like, hey, listen, straight up, I don't want you to be my boyfriend. I don't want you around me. Please don't anymore. She's instead trying to give him subtle hints, but he is still not picking up on those subtle hints at all.
But she also wants him there to a degree. Because she's
Yeah, my
used to
heart
having a
goes out
tribe of
to-
sycophants.
Yeah, my heart goes out to any woman who has unwanted attention. But my heart also goes out to people in an impossible situation. Like, you can't get rid of the feelings. But, like, I think he tries to date Nessa Rose for a
She
minute.
sets him up with that. She basically manipulates him into inviting Nessa Rose to the Ozdas, which is about to happen.
That happened to me. I got pawned off on the less attractive friend. You guys, again, have you never had this happen?
It's also not fun being the less attractive friend. Like, the
Yeah.
kind of...
Or less high status, I guess, in my case. You know how some friends are like the top of their peer ladder in terms of like clout or
Yeah.
status.
But like I also like there's still the whole point of that hierarchy being there to begin with, and that sure does suck for the person at the bottom of it.
Yep.
It sucks all around, yeah.
That's why we have books.
We could pretend to not live in this world.
My mother always said, you're never alone if you've got a book.
Oh, that's lovely. So now we got singing in the library. I was scandalized.
My third
The librarian
favorite
shushes
song.
him.
Oh, it's so good. Favorite choreo.
And fucking Fiyero shines his horniness on the librarian. Stunning.
He just oozes sex.
He's
That's-
powerful.
Yeah.
One of those people is just ridiculously charming.
When he caught that twink with his boot and pulled him in, I gagged.
This
I
is
mean,
the
it's
Hugh
just so
Jackman role.
audacious.
This is the Hugh Jackman.
There you go. Yeah.
Except Jonathan Bailey was perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
tremendous.
Hugh's too old for it now, but like...
Yeah.
The,
Like 20
Yeah,
years earlier, Hugh Jackman would have killed.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's funny too, as a juxtaposition, this like librarian who presumably has devoted her entire life to the pursuit of knowledge and the dissemination of truth and wisdom. And he's saying to her face, fuck books. Books are for pussies. You know, like it's fucking crazy.
And honestly, I ripped a book in half in the theater. Like,
Fiyero's right.
give it to me.
Fuck these things. I mean, even Nessa gets into it. Yeah, nothing matters, but knowing nothing matters. It's just life. Yeah, Nessa is dancing in her chair.
Yep.
Elphaba looks on in disdain.
And then now here's the diabolical part of everything is that like this entire section is where you kind of see Glinda being at her worst.
in this part, anyway.
Yeah.
During the dance?
No, when she's
Not during the
manipulating
dance.
Bach.
Yeah, because this is the part of the song where Bach's trying once again to get her attention, and she is obviously focused on her own goals. So what she is doing, rather than straight up rejecting him, is saying, "Hey, maybe instead ask Nessa out," which is technically a very nice thing to do, but once again, pawning off.
Yeah, it's manipulative, but it's just the kind of thing you do when you have some level of power
Mm-hmm.
and
And
someone's
then
annoying you.
right after that, in the dormitory, they're doing the little zhuzh up, getting ready for the ball. Glinda's got her beautiful dress on. Her friend finds that hat, and they go, "Oh no, this is ugly. My grandma made it for me. I don't know why she thinks I would ever wear it. I'd give it away, but I don't hate anyone that much." And then light bulb. No, I hate Elphaba that much.
Yeah.
Now, we did skip Galinda calling him Bick.
Oh yeah, no, she calls him the wrong name the entire movie.
Awful.
Yeah, every time.
Awful. But after he asks Nessa Rose out, she says something like, I love helping others.
Oh, because that's always her way of presenting it. She does the worst possible shit. That is like, oh, I'm doing it because I'm kind.
I know so many people like this.
I think this is the point where I wrote in my notes, Galinda is Regina George.
Mm-hmm.
Her hair in the next scene, in the scene in her quarters with, is that what you call them? Her apartment, whatever.
Yeah, the dormitories.
She's got this finger roll blonde curl, like, some Kim Basinger and Batman shit.
The fashion in this movie.
Oh,
I
to
love
die
it.
for.
I love it. Everything looks so intentional and perfect and poised.
So I just noticed the upturning in box shoes. He's got a slightly upturned shoe, like the Munchkin ones with the little flowers in 39.
Yep.
Oh, little hints.
Oh, there's so much of that in the
Traces.
fashion. Like, I may have mentioned it last week, but Cynthia Erivo specifically wanted long nails on Elphaba. I mean, she's got amazing nails anyway. But to have that Margaret Hamilton image of the claw.
Yeah.
It's very important. Especially for the framing of this character, not only in the movie itself, but by the characters in the movie.
Absolutely.
Now, apparently, in my notes, I'm still pissed off at Elphaba for putting up with this shit. Nessa Rose takes Galinda's side again, and poor Elphaba doesn't say anything. It's so frustrating because, like, I feel all these, like, feelings and waves as I'm watching, but you're watching a movie, right? So you're kind of trapped. And so it's like just one thing after the other.
Well, I mean, she's also like she's also Nessa's primary caretaker.
Yes. Yeah, there's something about being on the bottom of a pecking order where, like, eating shit is just a part of life. And, like, people will say, why didn't you say something? Or why don't you punch him? Or whatever. And it's like, yeah, that's just not an option.
This is also probably the first time that Nessa is actually, like, being openly terrible to Elphaba, because now she's in a public setting where she wants to fit in. But before that, it was just her and Elphaba, and they were having the time of their fucking lives. Well, maybe not, because Shiz is, like, supposed to be a new start for Nessa. So, like, there were probably pre-existing problems, but, like, they were able to be at home with themselves and have that loving connection there.
I just had an epiphany. They're Quinn and Daria.
I never watched that show. I'm going to take your word for it.
Queen and Daria?
Quinn and Daria from the TV show Daria.
Oh, yeah. You just recommended this on our Futurama episode.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. I liked Daria when I was young. I should
Yeah.
give it another look.
I know enough about the show to know that it's badass.
I've been rewatching it. It's great.
So now we're finally to the scene you mentioned with the hat.
Yes.
Great hat. Beautiful hat.
Love the hat. I'm looking at the hat right now.
I'd give it away, but I don't hate anyone that much.
Brutal.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, you are now seeing that she is basically making a lot of things narratively make sense, as far as the connections between Wicked and the Wizard of Oz. But two, so goal-oriented towards herself and her own actions that she is willing to do shitty things to other people, at least for even just a laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. What's her plan? Does she hope Elphaba finds out she hates the hat?
It's just mean girl shit.
It is literally just watch the unpopular girl come to the party that no one else invited her to, that no one knows Galinda invited her to, and watch her come in the ugliest thing anyone's ever seen.
Awful. Oh, Elphaba's suit in this. I don't know if she wears this a lot, but incredible.
Oh yeah, the uniform is wonderful.
Just
I love everything
stunning.
about their shoes uniform. I love that it's non-gender specific. I love that it's you can have different versions where it's like half skirt, half pant, half skirt, half short,
Yeah.
full skirt, and it is completely any presenting person can wear any version of it.
Yeah. Fanny and Shen Shen are dolled up. They look great. Love your shoulder pads. Ugh, motherfucker. So yeah, Galinda invites her, gives her the hat, sings a song. How's this song go? I'm gonna listen in a minute.
Oh,
It's really
deserve each
sharp.
other.
Mm-hmm.
Deciding you.
It's a more uptune, upbeat version of what Nessa just sang to Elphaba.
Fun. God, the cinematography in this is so good. Like, we go to the dark water area where it goes from like yellow lights on the left to like a softer green on the right. Then we cut over to Madame Morrible coming through these beautiful doors. I mean, the set design has to win an Oscar. Did it? That hasn't happened yet, right?
Oh yeah, no, they won Oscars. They won Oscars.
Okay. Set design is incredible.
Bringing up Madame Morrible again for a second. Now the ramifications, Elphaba is going out of her way to do very nice things for Galinda because she thinks that Galinda has just done her a great kindness. This is the most warmth anyone's shown her the entire year.
Or potentially all her life, apart from Dulcie Bear.
Yep.
Jesus. Did y'all ever get invited to a thing as a youth and feel like, oh my God, somebody likes me?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Like every time. Legitimately.
Had a good sense for who I was and was not cool with, and if I ever got invited to things by someone I wasn't cool with, I would just turn it down.
Oh no, I was
very
so
smart.
desperate to fit in, and it was such an ongoing thing where I would just bounce from group to group, and then they'd be like, "Oh, we can no longer handle your autistic ADHD level of bullshit, Jessie," and someone would be nominated to say, "Can you not sit with us anymore?" And then I'd be back in the library with my real friends, the books.
Jesus. Oh, terrible.
Girls are awful to each other. Awful.
Oh,
I actually have an amendment to make because there was a time where I was asked to sit at a lunch table with some people that I did not really know all that well. And eventually it was just like, yeah, no, I kind of, it feels like I'm here as a novelty, so I'm going to go back to my friends.
Oh, jeez. Well, when speaking of girls and bullying, I love this book. It's called Please Stop Laughing at Me by Jodi Blanco. If you have daughters or like, you know, you're a boy, you want to learn something, it's very, very good book. Apparently a lot of snubbing and like secret burn letters and like.
So it's a power structure. Like having grown up with that, I used to marvel at the boys' friendships because they'd crack the shits with each other, and then they'd punch out, have a bit of a scuffle, and then they'd be over it. And that's the way my mind worked. But the way the power structure, and there's anthropological theories that go right back to the Savannah. In hunter-gatherer times where women have to know where they are on the level of the power structure because you have to know which your friends are going to look after you while you're pregnant when you're out gathering and, saber-toothed tiger or whatever comes stalking you. But it's It's a real thing, like the hierarchical. My attendance was so good in school because I was so afraid that you'd have one day off and then you'd come back the next day and no one would be speaking to you.
Oh yeah.
That
What
kind
the
of shit was
fuck?
so common. Like, that was. You had to know where your position was in that power structure and who you could trust.
In that book, Blanco talks about the moment where she stuck up for a developmentally disabled kid who was being abused by popular kids. And she had just been taken in by them, like brought into the fold. And it was almost like they were jumping her into the gang, or you're going to be a made man. You've got to take part in abusing this person.
Yep.
And she was like, "This is not okay. Why are you doing this?" And she was dead to them after that. Had to go to an entirely different school.
That's incredibly accurate. That shit is real. I can think of multiple examples from my own childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So this is it's like a jazz club run by marginalized people, the animals.
That sugar glider drummer.
Oh, it's so good.
Pretty sweet dancing. I'm not a fan of synchronized dancing at clubs. They do it a lot in movies and stuff, or at the bar. Where are you guys out on spontaneous synchronized dancing?
Well, there are certain ones that are required, like, so Nutbush City Limits by Tina Turner will guarantee you, if you play that on any Australian dance floor, you will have the entire club, or at least a group of drunk women, all doing a perfectly unison dance that we all did. We all learnt it in primary school, and it is as soon as Nutbush plays, and it's a uniquely Australian thing. It's amazing. I'll find you some videos of it happening where if you play it at a wedding, it's like it's one of those wedding DJ songs that they have to like the chicken dance.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Except it's like all feet. It's like do, 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 do. That's great for a visual medium. But like non-visual medium. But...
Hard to describe dances on a podcast.
Listen,
yeah, it's line dancing, kind of.
if the wobble gets played in the club, I'm doing it.
The wobble.
If the Cupid shuffle gets played in the club, I'm doing it. If the electric slide gets played in the club, I'm doing it.
I have no idea what any of those are.
Okay, well, you have your homework. Check out the Cupid
I'll send
Shuffle,
you videos.
the
Yeah,
wobble,
please.
and what's the other one?
The wobble, the Cupid shuffle, and the electric slide.
I mean, that's a classic. That's
Yeah.
like 40 years old or something.
But this is a very like country by country, because in Derry Girls, they're at a wedding and there's a song, I think it's Rock the Boat, that involves everyone sitting in symmetrical lines on the ground doing a like rowing action.
Rock the boat! It's rock the boat! Happy fucking day! I see the front door! I see the front! I see the front! No!
And there's like a full moment where they're having this intense conversation and the song starts playing and everyone just stops what they're doing, gets up, bolts, and go, and then they continue the intense conversation while they're doing the dance moves.
It is exactly like that. It's exactly
Incredible.
like that.
That's in Australia, that's the Nutbush.
Wow. So yeah, we got animals playing the music. Bach is staring at Galinda during his date with Nessa. This is a capital offense, right?
Yeah.
You can't come back from that. I was on a first date with a lady. It was going great. And I'm autistic, so my eyes kind of like wander away from her face at times. And she was like, "Were you looking at that woman?" And I was like, "What woman?" "Oh, Jesus, no." And she must have trusted my face. But like actually doing it, I don't know.
But the only reason he's going out with Nessa Rose, remember, is because he's convinced that it'll make Galinda like him. He
Yes.
goes out with the poor wheelchair girl.
Now, poor Nessa does not realize this yet, but
No.
That's not okay.
Because when he asks her to dance, he's looking over at Galinda and going, I know how I can get closer to Galinda and be doing the things she wants me to. I'll ask Nessa Rose to dance.
They do have a fun dance, yeah, but it is tainted by this weirdness.
It most certainly is.
Next, Madame Morrible strolls in, looking like a fucking vampire.
Love. Oh my god.
She waves Fiyero off, and then she gives Galinda a wand. And she says, "Actually, I have no faith in you. This is your roommate's idea, not mine."
It is my heart's desire to become a sorceress. Thank you for having faith in me.
Actually, I have no faith in you. This is your roommate's idea, not mine.
I fucking love everything about the dynamic between Madame Morrible and Galinda.
Oh, shit.
I mean, comedy-wise, it's great. But, like, having seen it as a youth between, like, a gross, creepy debate teacher and, like, somebody that wasn't good at debate, he said some real unpleasant things. And this brought me to mind. Imagine teaching someone magic and being like, "You're nothing. I'll see you Wednesday."
Well,
Jesus.
Glinda's not magic. Glinda has no magic. It's all a farce.
Mm-hmm.
That's why even at the bubble, he can see at the beginning, but when she turns up in the bubble for No One Wants a Wicked, she's got a mechanic. There's a little button she presses with her foot to make the bubble come up. She's got no magic. She's a farce.
Yeah.
So then it's okay that Madame Morrible said that?
It's not okay that she said it. You're not supposed... again, Madame Morrible is not a character you're rooting for at all. But Madame Morrible is also the definition of booked, busy, and does not have time for anyone else's bullshit.
Oh, my God. But, of course, Madame Morrible is nice enough to tell Galinda that it's Elphaba's decision.
Is that nice? I don't think she's meaning to be nice there. I think she's going, I don't even want you, but I want to make Elphaba happy, so I guess you can study with us.
Yeah, I think she says exactly, like, if it wasn't for your roommate, I would not be here.
Yeah, I guess I mean nice for us to know that happened without having, like, Elphaba say to have to admit it.
Galinda's growth point, right? Like, this is the point where she realizes for the very first time that maybe she might be wrong about something.
Yeah. Morrible says, "My personal opinion, dear, is that you do not have what it takes. I hope you prove me wrong. I doubt you will."
Jeff, I have very good news for you that I can't tell you outright yet about that line that you're going to love in the second movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, my God.
I'm glad you're here, AJ, because I am exploding with with like the future knowledge.
Yep.
So there's this weird scene in the book where she gets Nessa Rose, Galinda, and Elphaba together and does some hoodoo on them. Basically says, "You'll forget that I did this, but from now on, you'll be my thrall and my agents to control the other kingdoms." Ugh, so dark.
I mean, even the wizard is kind of her, like...
Yeah.
Do you think those two ever...
The more you get into the story of it, the more you realize that the wizard is actually also underneath Morrible.
Oh, yeah.
Underneath.
Well beneath. Yeah, because he knows his limitations. He is a humbug.
The wizard is the face.
Yeah.
But he's also like a criminal mastermind.
Is he though, or is Madame Morrible a criminal mastermind? And she's by giving him power, she's manipulating him into being the face of all the bullshit she's actually pulling off.
This entire movie is very much them going, "Hey, see this person that everyone thinks is so wonderful and great? Yeah, he actually has no idea what the fuck he's doing."
In the book, it's even weirder. It's like he has no care for humanity or whatever Ozanity. Like, just people are dying left and right, animals losing their voices, you know. Just doesn't care at all. He's got a real Trumpian vibe to him.
I
Yeah.
was about to say, thank goodness we don't have any leaders like that.
Oh, that would be a shame. Horrible, honestly.
So yeah, if two con people get together, yeah, they're going to settle into a hierarchy, but they kind of need each other and they know each other's like dirty deeds.
Exactly.
So they could sell each other out.
Madame Morrible's the only one with any real magic. That before Elphaba comes along, that comes up later when they want. She says, "Oh, I can only read a few words of it." Things.
That's why she attaches so hard to Elphaba, because she understands that Elphaba has an innate, untrained power that is stronger than her own highly trained abilities.
Yeah. I feel like there's a character in media like that where the student is like just far outstripping. It's not Luke and Obi-Wan.
Oh, I'm trying to.
Oh, it's my favorite fantasy series, Legend of the Condor Heroes, which most non-Chinese people probably haven't read. But this kid is such a good boy that he learns from everyone he meets and learns all their tricks and becomes like the greatest martial artist.
Mm-hmm. There's also a little bit of that in the Adventure Zone Amnesty.
Which one is Amnesty?
That's the one that takes place in West Virginia.
Oh, yes. Oh, I do love that one. It's kind of a Monsters of the Week, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we played Monster of the Week on one of our shows.
Fun one.
So Elphaba arrives at the party. She has this nice black dress and that hat. And it definitely sucks.
Everyone is laughing at her. Oh, no.
Oh, we got some sexy flapper girls in the house. We got assholes laughing at her.
Yep, for sure.
But wait. We've got a Can't Buy Me Love Anteater dance situation happening.
Hey, it's the African Anteater ritual!
Do you guys know this reference?
No.
I do not.
Look up the African Anteater dance. Basically the same thing. The nerd is invited to the fancy party. He prepares this dance for weeks or days. I don't remember. And then he goes and it's just this. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
But Galinda's...
The dance sequence.
Yeah, she's doing her interpretive dance and everybody's like, what? Is this a chicken? You know, she's like essentially martial arts almost.
Yeah, no, it's talking about the dance. I definitely knew that you were talking about the dance for sure. I just haven't seen what you're referencing.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Just Google it later.
Yeah, I will.
And Galinda saves the day by playing along.
This is her showing growth.
That's a very touching scene because you have Fiyero going like, wow, it's so cool that she doesn't care what other people are thinking about her. And Galinda very noticeably like looking at her eyes, seeing the pain in them, and like, of course she does.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is an act of defiance, not an act of confidence.
This is one of the moments where I always cry.
Yeah, no, it's a hard moment to watch.
But then it turns so beautiful.
It does, and I love it.
I mean, it's the kind of thing you do for someone you love, right?
Yeah, this in my notes I'm referencing a certain level of sapphic horniness.
Is there a Baum Chicka Baum Baum song for lesbians or like bisexual women?
I don't know the reference.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Oh, it's like in 70s porn there's like a wah-wah pedal often.
I feel like I think the one for lesbians and bi women is Bam Chicka Wow Wow.
Okay.
It's
I think
universal.
it's universal.
Good deal. Good deal. Let's see. So the Rubes start playing along, and this is absolutely the power of privilege at work. It's an example of somebody doing something good by uplifting another artist, in this case, interpretive dance of Elphaba.
But I remember that happening at my school. There was a little girl she would have been like grade 1, grade 2. And in front of the whole assembly got up and did this like real basic dance that she'd clearly been working on with one of the teachers for a real long time.
Oh.
To, I think it was Coco Jumbo, if you remember that song, that yeah, Coco Jumbo song.
Coco Jumbo, singing everybody. Coco Jumbo, Coco Jumbo,
I just remember a bunch of girls from my grade all getting up and doing the dance with her by following along to her little grade 1 moves. I just remember this so clearly. This moment, very similar moment where it's like, no. Instead of, we're not all laughing at her, we're all doing this together.
Like, shit like that makes me cry because I love it so much. It's so adorable. It's so indicative of the human nature to want to rejoice in other people's happiness.
Yeah. 100% there was an adult like off in the wings crying because y'all were doing something good.
Probably the teacher who taught her the dance moves, our Indonesian teacher.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Harding.
Miss Harding. Well done.
Well, Boo Harding, as we had to call her, because Boo is Indonesian for Mrs.
Cool. So Galinda tells Elphaba she's going to marry Fiyero, but she hasn't told him? That's interesting.
That's the way her life is, though. Like, even in the letter to her parents,
Yeah.
Like, she's in charge of her family, including her parents.
Galinda is ditzy, but she is a type A individual. She has a 5 to 10 year goal planned out in front of her eyes at all times, is making moves towards it at every single second.
Yeah. Back at the apartment, she takes the green bottle out from under Elphaba's pillow. She wants to know the story. Elphaba doesn't want to tell it. She says, I told you a really good story. I can't remember. What was her story?
That she's going to marry Fiyero.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The secrets. And this is the point where I had the note about how I thought she drew a lot of inspiration from Ali Mosey, because in this scene you see Ariana go, oh, well, that's no fair. I told you a really good one. And then she throws herself onto the bed and then looks back to see if Elphaba is watching. And that is exactly a thing that Ali Mosey does on the stage.
It's like
That's
a little
awesome.
kid where you can tell that they're crying for attention, like a fake crying. And the tantrum they're not genuinely upset. They're like, I feel like I should be upset and it might get me some attention, where they'll stop in the middle of their tantrum and just check to make sure the grown-ups are looking.
Yeah. Yeah. Also known as the power of white tears. Or white women's tears. So she says, my father hates me. He made her mom chew milk flour, which made Nessa Rose disabled. And her mom never woke up.
Heavily implying that, well, not implying, saying what she thinks to be the truth, which is that because Elphaba came out green, they didn't want to take any chances of Nessa coming out green as well. And they cared more about that than the complications that would come up in childbirth.
Yeah. Yeah. I think in the book, her mom lived for quite a while, long enough to like be real mean to her before dying because of the milk flower. And then she says something. Let's see what provokes this quote.
It's my fault.
What? No. That was the milk flower's fault, not yours. That might be your secret, Elphaba, but that doesn't make it true.
I love that line.
That is a very good line. I love it. The thing that provokes it is that story.
Oh, that she killed her mom.
And that she's responsible for Nessa Rose being in the wheelchair and all of that. Instead of her father, whose fault it was.
Oh man, it's my fault. Remember Good Will Hunting? It's not your fault.
Don't say that, man. Don't say it.
Oh. Intense.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Don't fuck with me.
And she asks if she can call her Elfie. It's a little bit perky.
Does not wait for consent.
Yeah. Well, nicknames are like that, right?
Do you consider Galinda a person who waits, period?
I mean, she can't even wait to like work the bit. She has to peek over and see if it's working. She says, I've decided to make you my new project. I love when she puts her hand on Elfie's face and pushes her to the bed. Very horny move.
I don't picture it as a horn thing. I just think it's it is posed as such as if Galinda knows the camera is in front of her and she doesn't want Elphaba ruining the shot.
Yes, absolutely. It reminded me of Madeline Kahn in Young Frankenstein, where she's like, can't be kissed or whatever. So good.
Oh, my dearest love, I'll count the hours that you're away.
Oh, darling, so will I.
Not on the lips.
Oh, my makeup. Oh, no, my nail polish.
There is a moment where Ariana Grande basically puts her whole mess on Elphaba's head.
Oh, yeah, when she's hanging off of the fan.
Remarkable.
I saw so many behind the scenes videos of that where like she almost kicked Cynthia in the face.
Oh my god.
And this is probably my second favorite song in the film.
I love Popular so much.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite.
So my first exposure to Popular, this is a fun story. There's an Australian hip-hop artist called Dylan Joel who I used to do merch for, who would do an Aussie hip-hop version of this. So the chorus of Popular would play, and then he'd do his raps in between. And you probably can't find it anywhere because I doubt it. It was really just coming up at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It always used to go off, and this is long before I'd seen Wicked, so I didn't even know it was from Wicked.
That's awesome.
It's very good. I love Popular.
She says, your whole life is going to change, and it's all because of me. Very bold. She tries to turn Elphaba's coat into a gown. She can't.
Ball gown.
Ball gown.
Fall gown. Seriously?
Just wear the fro. It's pretty.
It's so indicative of Glinda's character there, though. It's real, it shows just how much, there's never been any barriers for her in life. She's like, of course I'm magic. Of course I can just do it. I have a wand now. Why not? It's like her offering to make Elphaba not green when she first meets her.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So you're going to do something for me that you don't know how to do.
With tools that you do not have.
Yes. That's right. So, yeah, she puts a pink flower in her hair. It's beautiful. Music gets all sweet. And Elphaba doesn't know how to accept actual kindness. Galinda gets down in the mirror to, like, I don't know, have a moment. And she sees herself and goes, oh, hello.
And we did get the Ruby Slippers Easter egg here, where when she's in the middle of the song, she's pulling out all the different shoes and outfits. She does pull out some ruby slippers and hands them to Elphaba.
Yep.
Because they're not allowed, they weren't allowed to use it. It certainly weren't allowed to use, because that's specific to the 39. It's not from the original content, so the licensing's not the same.
Oh yeah, no. Those slippers, the actual slippers, are in the fucking Smithsonian.
Oh yeah, one of them.
Yeah, there's a few copies.
There was some got stolen. There's a tattoo of them on my ribs, you know.
Now, have you guys ever sung a song about how awesome you were in your room with no one around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's how this song is.
Jeff, you invited 2 theater kids into this space. Of course
Yeah.
we have.
Absolutely.
Oh, shit. I'm the greatest. Listen to my voice.
This was also just one example of the many like alterations to the original score that I'm normally so upset by any change in an original piece. This was great. I loved it.
The extent and the long dance sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw an interview with Ariana talking about that. It might even be that one I've just sent you. Where it was this. They did a lot. They had a lot of different edits. They had 2 edits of the song. They had the extended version and the shorter version, and it was the set that inspired them. And the choreographer just kind of built the choreo on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because they had this epic set to work with.
Well, the next day or maybe weeks later, who knows? Elphaba's in the quad trying out her hair flips. She's got fancy braids now. And Fiyero says, you've been Galindified. All because she doesn't have her shoulder pads on and her hair is in braids? Seems
I
rude.
think it's because he sees her doing the toss.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's a combination of both. It's very like she's all that. We've taken the nerdy library girl with her hair in a messy bun, let her hair out, taken her glasses off, and suddenly she's beautiful. Kind of.
Oh, she's taking her glasses off. How can she see?
Contacts.
You're telling me they have contacts in Oz.
Yeah. No, they literally mention it in Dorothy. She says, "You even dye my eyes to match my gown."
Well, I guess they have to have a petrochemical industry because they have like fake wigs, you know, all these different fabrics that are like probably blends, cosmetics. Oh, they have lunchbox trees in Oz. Maybe they just have like plastic trees.
It's all kinds of magic.
All kinds of magic. They got rubber trees.
Maybe they have magic for like biodegrading plastic. That'd be nice.
I feel like if I woke up in a world with magic, that would be the first thing I got to. It's like,
Just
hey,
get those microplastics out of me. Get that styrofoam out of there.
The things I would do, I'm not saying on a podcast because I.
Because like
enjoy
we're
my
fixing
existence.
recycling now, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm on that wavelength. Yes, absolutely. Jesse, yes.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, mine would include like Jennifer Lawrence or something. It would be embarrassing.
I hadn't even gotten to the inclusion of other people yet.
Yeah, mine was about taking.
Okay, I'm going to need 6
removal.
dildos of different sizes and thicknesses. Eventually you get down to car, you know, Love interests, who knows? Obviously, I just want to state for the record, it's wrong to use magic to make someone fall in love with you. But, you know, you could like bump into them at a fancy party or something. I bet being a wizard is like attractive on some level. Like, could you... I feel like I sound so misogynistic right now.
I love
Could
this.
I pull Jennifer Lawrence if I had magic? That's what I'm asking, essentially.
Probably. You could do a lot of magic.
So Dr. Dillerman comes in and he says animals are no longer permitted to teach. And these fucking goons roll in, and that awful caretaker lady comes in, and they drag Dillerman away.
And here is where you get that vision of Dillamond in a cage, which is kind of pushing towards the plans that they're getting to with like, oh, here's how we're going to solve the animal problem. We're going to put them all in fucking cages.
So gross. So gross.
Which Elphaba had a premonition of earlier in the film.
Yes, when she went to Dillamond's house.
Yeah. She says, are we all just going to sit here in silence? The answer is yes.
Yes.
The new history professor is a real fascist. Shows off a caged animal. Apparently they've never had cages before. He says it's good, and Elphaba goes, if it's so good, why is he trembling?
Poor little lion.
Ugh. And so the scientific idea is that it'll keep animals from speaking. Does Elphaba say this? Can you imagine a world in where animals are kept in cages and never learn to speak?
Can you imagine a world where animals are kept in cages and they never learn to speak? This poor lion cub seems so frightened. What are we gonna do?
Sorry, me?
Well, someone's got to do something.
And then we get the iconic connection between Poppies and the sleeping element in The Wizard of Oz.
So she uses Dillerman's favorite flower as a
And
focus
her
for her
favorite.
magic. Yeah. Beautiful. But for some reason, it doesn't affect Fiyero. Is Fiyero immune to magic, or is she like somehow
She loves him.
sorcerer-like?
I have a theory about this, but I don't know how much Jeff knows yet.
I've listened to the whole musical. I've read the whole book, so I probably...
Good. Yes.
Spoiler horn.
Spoiler horn. Yes. I think it's because Fiyero's too stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's wonderful.
That's
It's
not
because
about
he
theory.
does not have a brain. He cannot be willed into things because he is too stupid to be willed.
That's incredible.
See, my theory is he's exempt. She subconsciously made him exempt because she knows he actually isn't as awful as everyone else is. And is the one person who also probably might have some empathy for the poor wee lion.
Yeah. Yeah. So they ride away, and then Madame Morrible rolls in and says, what
We're
in the
missing
name
an
of
Easter egg
Oz?
here.
Ooh, please.
As they're riding away, when they put the lion in the basket on the back of Elphaba's bike,
Toto.
Little
it's
Toto.
and little head pokes out, and it's very, tying it into the witches and the whole
Now, in the book, she never finds out if the cowardly lion was this lion. But it's pretty clear.
It's
in this
heavily
movie.
implied.
Yeah. So Madame Morrible rolls in. She's like, what in the name of Oz? And her dress is fucking probably the best one. Maybe.
gorgeous.
It's incredible. Wow. I love a cowl. It's like asymmetrical. I don't know.
It's very good.
Really cool. And she smiles because it means Elphaba did magic on purpose. And she writes to the wizard.
She's ready. The grooming's working.
Gross. Out in the woods, Elphaba takes the lion cub to the water.
Further implication that this is the cowardly lion because she left him in the jungle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Fiyero asks her why, and she's like, do you think I want to care this much? And to me, that feels like it could be the autistic motto. It's like, or anybody with deep empathy
Definitely
cares about humans.
Yeah.
Or
and this
animals.
is where she calls out that Fiyero, she's like, I know you care more than you pretend to.
Yeah.
Like when you can spot a neurodivergent person who hasn't figured it out for themselves yet.
Oh, I like that.
Maybe that's why he was exempt to the magic, because it only affects neurotypicals.
Ooh, I like that.
Well, it would. A lot more of those kids would have stayed awake if that were the case. Unless this school like intentionally prunes them.
Yeah.
Like they're.
Have you met the staff?
Yeah, they don't make it past the rigorous testing process or something.
But also, I'm pretty sure, do you think I want to care this much is the motto for any person whose life has been politicized?
Ooh. Ooh. Preach. Please. Now's the time.
Would I love to not give a shit about politics? Sure, yeah, that'd be great. But unfortunately, there are laws written about me.
Yep. They're gonna, I'm very much the same. It's like, well, if they're going to legislate what I can do with my body, then I need to care.
Yeah. So Elphaba says Fiyero could have walked away, but he came with her for a reason. He rejects that he cares. And she says he's unhappy and grabs his hand. The guitar comes out. Back at class, Galinda wakes up and she looks oddly pleased. That's interesting.
And also, while this is happening, not one of my personal favorites, but a very cute song in this movie about Alpha wanting the guy, but admitting she's probably not going to get him because of the hot girl that is also her best friend.
Oh, see, this one cuts me to my soul.
Brutal.
Like, that whole I'm not that girl thing is absolutely a lived experience for me. And so I just remember, like, ugly crying in the theatre when I saw the stage show and this, oh.
Have you ever fallen for a friend's partner?
I've fallen for friends.
Well, that's different. This is like someone you're absolutely not allowed to go near.
Yes.
It sucks,
I am
right?
not elaborating on that story.
Of course not. Oh, man. But yeah, it sucks.
I'll happily tell you off air.
Yeah, please. You just have to, like, sit in it. It sucks.
Push it down in a little box. This isn't going on.
Yeah. Fiyero asks why he didn't get drugged. She won't say. She says he's bleeding. He's like, it's nothing. And she says, I better get to safety. Or he says, I better get to safety. So this is where I thought maybe for him, love is unsafe. Maybe he's had a bad experience.
Well, that's part of the whole playing dumb thing.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't get too close to anyone, doesn't get too close to anyone, doesn't want to think too much.
Yeah. Makes me wonder about his home life or his childhood.
Well, he's got that whole, like, I'm a broken prince, I imagine, raised by nannies. Spoiled. He got kicked. The reason he's at Shiz is he got kicked out of his last school for
Yes.
corrupting the students.
Which he immediately does as soon as they get to the library.
This is all to get Daddy's attention, though, right?
Yeah, in the book, there is no daddy.
Oh.
Yeah. Weird, huh? Just a mom. Or maybe a sister. Maybe it's his older sister. I can't remember. There's this line. She's singing about her confusion. Sudden silence, sudden heat. So I was asking myself some questions. Does she not want to be with a prince? Or does she just not think she's worthy?
She doesn't want to pinch her. But remember, Glinda's told her that they're getting married.
She respects Galinda.
She doesn't want to steal. She's like, oh God, there's a vibe between me and my best friend's boyfriend / imaginary future fiance.
My other thought was maybe she wants to focus on school, but it's not clear that that might have been her motivation at first, but yeah.
It will become clear.
She's who's winsome. Interesting.
Another made-up word in this beautiful movie.
Oh, winsome is a real word.
Yeah, winsome is real.
Oh shit, it is?
It means like youthfully sexy, right?
Yeah, like Jane Austen era language for good-looking, attractive.
Oh yeah, it just means attractive or appealing in appearance or character, according to the Oxford.
I thought that it was a Aussian word for like someone who wins a lot.
I think you're justified.
That's the pun in this line.
Yeah.
There are so many made-up words in this, though. You are completely justified if you have not heard that word before to think it would be something that they've just made up.
Wishing only wounds the heart. That's true. I used to fantasize like hours every day until I got like help for it.
That's how I used to get to go to sleep at night.
It's the most pointless activity in the world. Ruminating. Yeah. But at times it's impossible not to. God, I was spending some time with a friend, newish friend, and her friend came over one day, and it was like my entire world just collapsed. It was the weirdest feeling. I mean, I felt it before, but it was like intense, right? And I find out she has a fiance, and I was like, what a fucking... So I didn't go back there for a while. Now they're married. Everything's fine. But yeah, it just wounds the heart. It's pointless.
It sure do.
I wasn't born for the rose and pearl. Now, is that about the class difference, or she thinks she's not really born for domestic life?
For me, it was very much the whole, I find like, and this is something I certainly grew up with, like I was not naturally picking up on all of the things that, femme expression, I guess you'd put it, like makeup, hair, all of that. And I remember, like I've got blue hair now, but I remember really believing like, oh, I don't know how to make my hair behave and do nice things. And I'm like, how do these girls just do it?
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to come so naturally to them, whereas I absolutely cannot. And it was much easier to just kind of lean into being one of the boys. So I think that's how I certainly read it, where she's she's feeling her feelings. She's like, but I'm not that girl. Like, I'm not that kind of girl that other boys like. I can't do the, ball gown, toss, everything that Glinda naturally is. That's just not who I am, and I can't be that.
God, it's so intense in the book. Like, she just never grows out of that. Like, she dates a little bit, but never grows out of that I don't deserve love thing.
Okay, it's interesting to know that she dates in the book because, like, as someone who's only seen the show and the movie, my experience is that very similar but more extreme along the lines of what Jess was saying, is that like not only is this an experience for girls who feel like they don't fall into hyperfemininity, this is also probably the first moment she's experiencing warmth from literally anyone around her.
Oh,
So like
God.
she truly doesn't think like the concept of love is something that she thinks belongs in books and in other people's lives. It's not something that she's thought has been attainable for her at all.
And the only other place where she's received warmth is either fake from Morrible or real from the animals.
Exactly.
And a bit from Glinda at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, of course. So Morrible calls Elphaba down to get a message from the wizard. This is the next day, out in the plaza. This little tiny balloon shows up, and there's an animal operating it, which turns out to be a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Bizarre. It says, His Royal Osness, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, summons you most ceremoniously.
Now, see, that one I know. That one's a made-up word. That one's made up because they added an H in
Perfectly
that one.
cromulent word.
They put an H in that one.
Morrible says, this is your chance to make good. You have to prove yourself.
And that's the beautiful overarching theme of, I think, the whole thing, where it's, they're always talking about making good. And what defines good and what defines wicked is all a matter of perspective, and that's the very essence of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my mom has a bit of Morrible in her. The idea that like one achieves to achieve a certain image, which makes your life have meaning. It's very negative over time. Anybody else have a overbearing? I don't know.
Oh.
Achievement-oriented parent. So next, there's this windmill shot.
You missed another reference
Oh,
about
please.
not getting Elphaba wet when the rain comes over.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Morrible pulls out an umbrella. She said, we mustn't let you get wet. She's like, it's fine. I'm good at weather.
Yeah, weather is my specialty.
I love the Easter eggs.
Oh, I'll make a hand umbrella. My hair. Shen Shen puts her purse above Galinda's hair. Incredible. So yeah, we get a shot of this train. We got windmills. Just looks amazing. It reminded me of Westworld, like just vast open distances.
Yep.
So my theory is the wizard is an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he's come and he's brought all this mechanical stuff because everything to do with the wizard is mechanical.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that look on it. That is very cool.
And because he's come from our world and he went to the university, he talks about e pluribus unum and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's he's a humbug. Like that's like flea circus.
Mm-hmm.
Magic is in the mechanics.
Yeah. Although it's hard for me to believe that the wizard is machining parts and like, getting greasy. Like, I don't know.
No, he's writing the plans and making other people do the pleb work.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Maybe he's doing an H.H. Holmes where he has them all in like 5 different areas working on him, like contracted, so they can't see the whole picture. He seems like the kind of guy that doesn't want to give his secrets out. But some of his people know that he's just a guy.
No, they don't. He's the man. They think that's why I think he's brought the mechanics, because to them it would be magic.
Mm-hmm. The only one who knows anything is Morrible.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors. That's the whole. Even in the 39, that's the thing with the wizard, right? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
All right, so Governor Mustache is here. He wears gloves. He wears gloves like a real villain. Bach meets him.
Puts the fear of God in that man.
Galinda's wishing Elphaba a good trip. And then she starts complaining about Fiyero. That's always awkward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody's complaining about their relationship to you, especially if you want their relationship to fail.
Well, I don't think Elphaba wants it to fail just yet.
Sure, yeah. I'm sure you're right. What does she say here? I barely know him anymore either. He's been different. He's
been
distant.
Thinking.
And moodified. And he's been thinking, which really worries me. Oh, shit.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't want to start a fire. Ayo.
Yeah. It all started the day Dr. Dillamond was fired. I mean, who knew he cared so much about that old goat? Oh, Jesus.
Guy.
Fiyero rolls in, and I thought that he's really bad at hiding his desire.
I mean, yeah.
For Elphaba. He's just really not doing a good job.
Not at all.
Although Glinda's oblivious.
He talks about the lion cub incident. And Galinda doesn't, yeah, you're right. Galinda doesn't notice how into each other they are at all. And she wants to join in and take a stand. And this is when she uses her privilege to honor the professor that can no longer talk. I guess it's better than nothing.
And immediately regrets it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Galinda is a better name, probably. Somebody says such braverism. Probably one of her sycophants.
Now that one's a real word, and I know that one's real.
Fanny, he says such braverism. So Bach doesn't even hide that he's sprung on Galinda. Waves his handkerchief at her. And Nessarose bolts.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't follow her. That's
What?
Kiss of death, right? That relationship's over.
Should be. You would think so, wouldn't you?
You would think so, wouldn't you?
I mean, yikes. So Fiyero takes off and Galinda's like, what the fuck? She is flummoxed. She goes, well, what is that?
Only deepens her concern.
I don't even think he's perfect anymore, and I still want him. This must be what other people feel like. How do they bear it?
And Fiyero's wearing a poppy too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do also love that she asks, arguably the only person who does not know how other people handle anything, how other people handle things.
Wonderful. So they cheer Elphaba on, and I'm like, but they all hate her. Are they glad she's leaving? What's happening?
Oh, she's successful now. Because
Yeah,
the
she's
wizard
popular
wants
now.
her.
Oh, and they love achievement. Okay. Glinda gives Elphaba a pamphlet about the Emerald City, and then Elphaba tells Glinda to get on the train.
Real quick, I want to talk about this train real quick. This isn't a new take. Everyone on the internet has said this already. I'm going to say it anyway, because god fucking damn. They made Judy Garland walk down a road for 3 days and they had a goddamn bullet train.
It's just another tick in the Glinda was the real villain.
Could it have broken down by the time she got there? Or been like the tracks pulled up for some reason?
I don't know.
Honestly, I always thought Glinda was shady and up to something, so I can see her just not even telling Dorothy about the train.
They have not built the yellow brick road yet, though.
So maybe it replaces the train in some places?
Perhaps.
Ooh, maybe the wizard thinks the train is too direct and it's too easy to access the seat of power. Whereas
Good
if you make just a
point.
random wavy road.
He is really obsessed with that road.
Yeah.
We see it on the map later.
Yeah.
This little model.
Wow.
Also, where are the seats on the train? Like, apart from there are 2 seats only. They're not even sitting at the front. There are no seats on this train.
Well, it's like a dinner car with the bubble in the front. There's seats just out of frame as the camera zooms in. I think.
Okay. It's like the TARDIS. There's no seats
Right.
in the
They
TARDIS.
step in and they're just sort of in the background. It's like a bench. Yeah, the doctor, does he have any chairs most of the time?
There are a couple at some point, but it definitely gets referenced. I think
Yeah.
it was Ruby.
Well, I mean, the 13th Doctor tells Shooty, like, you got to get some chairs in here. Yeah, so I think we can call it for tonight. There's still an hour of movie left.
Gosh, it's so long.
And call Act 3 The Emerald City?
Oh, yeah. And I will absolutely come back if you want me to.
Oh, my God.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I think we'd love that. We might make it a half hour. We might make it the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who can say? Just in case you can't make it, what are your thoughts, both of you? How do you feel at this point in the film? Did anything stick with you?
I mean, the way I'm feeling at this point in the film is colored fully by the fact that I know what's about to happen. And so it's just this bittersweet feeling of like, oh, she's about to get everything she's ever wanted and she's going to find some shit out.
Yeah, it's the last moment of hope before we get, again, it's that whole everything, this sparkly image that you've dreamed and attained for, but really it's just all humbug.
Yeah. And it is an inevitable feeling because we know she turns bad. So it's like, how is this going to play out?
Yeah.
Is she going to be bad, or like good bad? It's the whole thing.
I've already, I think even when the first time I was watching it on stage I was already like, oh, she's not bad at all.
Yeah.
She's just misunderstood.
She's being reframed by a power system that wants to keep status quo.
So she never does any unforgivable crimes in the musical?
Not to me.
In the book, she certainly does.
I don't know about the book. I know that anything unforgivable that she could have done, 9 out of 10 times, it was because she was led to do it by someone who wanted that bad thing to happen and she had no idea.
Yeah, yeah. In the book, that scene I mentioned to you where like Morrible essentially brainwashes the 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Elphaba's the only one that like is still cognizant that happened, and she like thinks about it a lot, and she's like, am I just serving the interests of Morrible and the wizard without even knowing it? It's very disturbing.
It's one of those things where you're just trying to be, I guess, doing the right thing.
Well, I mean, if slavery's happening, you know, we should all be against it, right? It's like, I mean, automatically this movie is better than Harry Potter for that reason. Like,
oh, on so many levels, it's not
yeah. It's not just some silly, goofy thing that Elphaba's into. It's like, we see how bad it is.
It is very much that, shattering of your belief system in your world. Because when you realize that not everyone has the same good intentions. And again, it ties back to, for me, the autistic experience again. I spent most of my life thinking I absolutely trying at every turn to do the right thing. And
To
somehow
fit
getting
in.
it wrong. Yeah, to fit in, to meet.
Right. Because doing the right thing often makes us at odds with the society that says the right thing is fitting in.
I wasn't confident enough in my own, like my own beliefs were right, my own instincts were right, because I would keep getting feedback in various, ways, shapes, and forms that somehow I was doing something wrong. So then trying to copy and fit in and mask and mirroring is a big one. What was around me was like, okay, well, this is the right thing to do. And it was through getting diagnosed that I personally was able to just go, oh no, my instincts were probably right in a lot of the cases. Just I go about it different. And so long as you're leading with compassion and kindness, you're all good.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, yeah. I mean, in an ideal society, people doing good would be rewarded above, what it takes to be a big star in business.
Yeah, and working corporate, it's very,
Yeah.
especially in sales. Part of the reason I like what I do now is because I don't have to compromise my moral. Like being a salesperson, plenty of the stuff I've worked for a lot of charities. And the more I would find out about how the money was divided and where the money went and what the structure was, I'd just lose my ability to sell the product. I can't sell something I don't believe in. So.
Yeah. I mean, nobody ever backed up a truckload of money to me to sell out, but I wouldn't do it.
Everyone's got their price, right? I suppose. But it's.
Yeah. I have heard that. I don't know what my price would be.
Well, you don't know until you're faced with it.
Yeah.
I guess I don't have kids that need to be fed.
Well, it's still have bread to feed your starving family. But what's the negative impact of the behavior on others? Is the negative impact on a massive multi-billion-dollar corporate?
It doesn't necessarily need to be like something that you could use to help others. It would just be like, what is a life-changing amount of money?
Right.
What could turn things around like that?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of comedians after this Riyadh Comedy Festival thing. One of them was talking about it's not life-changing money, so I wouldn't do it. But some of the people are like, they paid me enough to compromise my principles. It's like, damn. I guess I'm glad I haven't had to do that.
I think you hit the nail on the head with dependence, though. Like, how many other people are relying on you?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Whether that's children or family members or whatever.
I feel like that makes the number a little smaller just because, it would arguably take an astronomical amount to convince yourself that, okay, this is something I'd be willing to give out for. But if it's, just enough that it'd be like, oh, hey, I could support someone like this.
What's Fontaine in Les Mis, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's every collaborator in the World War II, It's like, you make that choice. Was it worth it? Did you get furs or chocolates, or did they not kill your sister? There's the carrot and stick.
Well, it's easy to have, high moral standards when the consequences aren't there, or even progressive politics. I think it was a speech with Obama I saw that was amazing. That was like, hey, it's really easy to wear politics on your sleeve when you don't have to sacrifice anything for it.
Yeah, well, we might be asked to sacrifice a few things in the coming years.
I'm
Big
genuinely
sigh.
concerned for you.
It's bad.
It
It's bad,
sucks.
guys.
It sucks real bad.
It's bad. It's real bad. We can't even talk about it over on my other podcast. AJ knows. Just yeah. So, anywho, AJ, if you're back, that's great. Either way, tell the people how they can find you on the internet.
You can find me on Shattered Worlds with Jeff and a bunch of other really cool people going through a lot of fun adventures through space. You can find me on a podcast called Christmas Tide Ohio, which is a Kids on Bikes actual play anthological series. That's the correct word, right? Anthological.
Anthological.
Anthological, yes, anthological series about a bunch of kids growing up in a Hallmark-esque Christmas town, solving mysteries, talking to ghosts, learning magic, the works. I also write all the music for it, so definitely check it out. It's very fun.
That's wonderful. I skipped recommendations. Jessie, do you have a recommendation?
I do. Last night I watched Kneecap, and it's amazing. They're amazing. They're a Irish hip hop group that rap in a fusion of English and Irish. It's an Irish Gaelic, and they play themselves. It's a fictional telling of their rise. That's autobiographical as well, though. And they are legit people who are using their platform wherever possible to do good, to spread some good messaging, particularly around Indigenous languages and being wiped out as a result of colonization. And it's their film is such a great entry way into who they are, what they're about. They play themselves. And now I'm obsessed with the music as well as politics. So check out Kneecap.
Hell yes. AJ, anything turning your crank these days?
These days, oh goodness, what did I literally just finish watching? I just finished watching a series, and short-term memory is going crazy
book,
right now.
Song.
Actually, you know what? We had mentioned it a little earlier. If you have the opportunity to see a musical production of Heathers, I absolutely recommend it. It's very fun.
Oh, it's going to be here
awesome.
soon, so I will.
No shit.
Mind.
Go for it, because I fucking love that. I think the musical is better than the movie.
Hell yeah. Cool. Well, mine, I've done this before, but this show is so good. The host is amazing. I joined the Patreon, so he's doing like solo eps where he just like clowns on Bill Maher. The show's called I Hate Bill Maher. It's brilliant. You should listen to it. And Bill Maher's just such an asshole. He's gotten worse than ever before. And then Gianmarco Ceresi is a comedian. He's all over the socials. He's got a podcast called The Downside with Gianmarco Ceresi. He's a good, funny leftist, and he's going on all the shows and like, representing our issues. Speaking
of Gianmarco Ceresi, another thing I want to recommend real quick, because he was on an episode of this and I love it. So Dropout has a new show called Crowd Control, and it's based off of an episode of Game Changer that happened where they invited 3 comedians to a room full of people who volunteer to do crowd work. And it is literally just an hour of comedians doing crowd works, and they have this system of like, these are shirts that have topics that are like safe to talk about, and then in the next half of the show, they've got the red flags, the things that are a little difficult and could be dicey to bring up on stage. It is done so well. I love it.
Hell yeah, I'll check that out.
Gianmarco Ceresi has won twice now because he won the He won the Game Changer episode, and he won the episode that he was in on the actual show. It's called Crowd Control, and it is. I love it. If you like comedy, you'll love this.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of, I don't know if you've ever heard of Set List.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's great. You just get comics come up and they get like a set list, and it's just single sentence phrases, and then they've got to improv off that. And basically, yeah, just do a set so they kind of pop up. You get about 3 or 4 in a
That's
in each
beautiful.
slot.
I
saw
remember
it
hearing
done
Will
in
Anderson
Edinburgh.
talk about that on Faux Fop, that
I
it
loved
was
it.
like comedy on hard mode.
It is. It's amazing. I went to a settler show in Edinburgh at the Fringe, and they had Daniel Sloss and Kai Humphreys on, who are fantastic, and it's really great watching great comedians muscle their craft, I guess. Like they're really like using their most difficult and challenging comedy muscles to do this. And when it's done well, it's phenomenal.
Well, that's what AJ and I do every other week over there on Shattered Worlds RPG. So check that out, folks. We flex our comedy muscles. That should do it. Jessie, give him your internet handle there.
Yeah, I'm Cosmic Cowgirl, starting with a K, the rest spelled normally.
And I'm at El Jefe Tacoma everywhere you look. We're flirting with starting some social media for the show, but for now we're just on Facebook, The Great and Secret Knowledge. Join us. And there's a Discord, which you can find through the show notes. Thank you, AJ, for staying up. You're a trooper. You're a star. You're the wind beneath my wings.
No.
Aww.
Yeah, I have wings now.
Yeah. It's because of the magic spell. Oops.
Oh, no. It hurts. It hurts so bad. How should we end this? We usually end with a quote. Do you guys have a favorite quote from this section?
I'm a sorceress, not a mind reader.
That's good.
That's a fun one.
We have nothing but the highest hopes for some of you.
Well, what's the line Marvel says to... I don't believe...
Oh, when she
Galinda?
just burns fucking Galinda to the ground.
I hope you prove me wrong. I doubt you will.
Absolutely savage. Oh my God.
A huge thanks to James Lark of jameslark.co.uk for providing our wonderful theme song. Thank you, James.
All right, folks. Thank you. That's it. We're done. You can go to bed or what have you. Enjoy your bear costume. I am back.
Yay.
Now, nobody has commented on my Wicked Spock shirt.
I saw that it was a Spock shirt. I didn't. What is it? Just like a spooky Spock shirt? Is that what makes it wicked?
Oh, sorry, that's confusing because we're covering Wicked today. I was meaning Wicked in the
in the cool
colloquial sense. Yeah, the cool sense. He's playing that weird Vulcan instrument. I think it's I don't remember which episode.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that. While we're doing wardrobe chat, I'm wearing the t-shirt of one of my favorite Australian AFAB drag queens, Bella Nitrate. She's amazing.
Hell yeah.
It has Galinda energy.
It does.
Hell yeah.
She's really good. If you've watched Drag Race Down Under, she's good friends with Isis Avis Loren. That's how
AJ, are you wearing any pink? And we could make it a trifecta.
I unfortunately am. Wait, hold on. What's this shirt? Nope.
Check the thong.
You know what? You're right. Let me. No, but I'm impressed that you remembered that I do own a pink thong.
In my notes, here we go with the wheel bullshit.
Oh, because you just mentioned Nessa Rose, I thought you were making a really terrible comment then.
Yeah, no, I also did have to remember that there was a set.
Yeah.
Fork. I'm gonna have to put one of those transition musical things in the thing so those two things don't happen next to each other.
Or you can just or you can just edit in right before, make a little cut in between those sections, and then just very blithely go, set.
So Taylor Swift put in an album this week. Speaking of someone who doesn't wade into politics, I guess she's doing fine.
Well, she has done more so in more recent years.
Yeah, no, she has been a little not to a level that I'd be like, oh hell yeah, she's like an ally or something.
Oh yeah, no.
But like she has at some point been like, oh hey, I can't have people thinking this about me because it will destroy my demographic.
Well, because she came up through country.
Yeah.
And so there was
not the most liberal of environments.
Yeah, well, you make one comment and you ban.
Well, it used to be. The golden age of Aero is actually pretty progressive.
Oh, you mean like back in the day?
Yeah.
When mostly poor people did it.
Like Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash and Dolly Parton were like...
They all grew up poor.
They were prolific for their time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, I would hope that folks would use their privilege to protect the rest of us.
That's the point with, I guess, Taylor. I think she's definitely done that a lot more in recent years.
Yeah.
And she did, because she was notoriously neutral. But has since, like with all the cat lady stuff and...
Yeah. Taylor desperately wants what Dolly has, and she just cannot get it.
She's not Dolly Parton, Nobody's Dolly Parton except for Dolly Parton.
Exactly. Dolly has a way of, like, towing the line between different demographics that no one else really has.
I would argue with recent instances with Kristen Chenoweth is similar. Like, she wishes she could have a foot in each camp, but only Dolly can do that somehow.
Kristen Chenoweth, yeah. There's been some developments around her. Scandal noted.
I have an embarrassing story I'm going to tell you offline.
Not on the lips. Fall down.